Seniors, if you take magnesium every day and still wake up with leg cramps, poor sleep, constipation, low energy, or that strange feeling of weakness in your muscles, please do not take your next dose until you hear this. Because after 60, the problem is often not that your body does not need magnesium. The real problem is that many older adults are taking the right supplement in the wrong way, at the wrong time, in the wrong dose, or in the wrong combination. And that mistake can quietly cancel the benefit you were hoping for, while increasing the risk of dizziness, diarrhea, low blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, medication interactions, and even more fatigue instead of less. That is exactly why so many seniors tell the same story. They say, "I started magnesium because I heard it would help me sleep. I heard it would stop the night cramps. I heard it would calm my nerves, ease my constipation, and support my heart. But after weeks, I feel no different." Some even feel worse. Their stomach is upset, their blood pressure drops, they feel groggy in the morning, or they take magnesium faithfully for months, yet their hands still tingle, their legs still feel heavy, and their sleep still breaks at 3 in the morning. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because in this video, I am going to show you the common magnesium mistakes seniors make after 60, the warning signs that tell you your routine may be wrong, and the simple, safer way to use magnesium so it actually supports your muscles, sleep, bowels, and nerves instead of working against them. And one of the biggest mistakes is so common that thousands of older adults make it every single morning without realizing they are blocking the very benefit they paid for. First, we need to clear up the biggest misunderstanding. Magnesium is not one single thing. It is not just a magic pill that works the same for everyone. Different forms behave differently in the body. Magnesium citrate may help constipation more than sleep. Magnesium glycinate is often chosen for relaxation and nighttime use. Magnesium oxide is cheap and common, but many people absorb very little of it. Magnesium malate is sometimes used for daytime energy and muscle support. Magnesium taurate is often discussed for heart support. So when a senior says magnesium did not work, the first question should not be, "Did you take magnesium?" The first question should be, which kind, when, how much, and with what? This is where the first mistake begins. Many seniors grab the cheapest bottle or the most popular one online and assume all magnesium works the same. It does not. If you are taking magnesium oxide for sleep, you may be disappointed. If you are taking a strong laxative-style form because your friend recommended it, you may end up with loose stools, dehydration, and weakness. And after 60, dehydration does not just make you thirsty. It can leave you tired, dizzy, unsteady on your feet, and more likely to fall. Think about how dangerous that becomes. A senior takes magnesium hoping to calm the body at night. Instead, it pulls extra water into the bowel, causes an urgent bathroom trip, disrupts sleep, and leaves the body slightly depleted by morning. Then the next day, there is less energy, more brain fog, more muscle fatigue, and more confusion about why the supplement is not helping. Now here is the second mistake, and this one is huge. Many seniors take magnesium at the same time as medications or minerals that interfere with absorption. This is one of the most overlooked problems in senior health. Magnesium can bind with certain medicines and reduce how well either the medicine or the magnesium works. That includes some thyroid medications, certain antibiotics, and osteoporosis medications. In many cases, they should not be swallowed together. Even calcium, iron, and zinc, taken in large amounts at the same time, can compete for absorption. So imagine this very common morning routine. A senior wakes up, takes thyroid medicine, a multivitamin, calcium, magnesium, and breakfast, all together in one handful because it feels efficient. But what feels efficient may be the very reason nothing is working properly. The thyroid medicine may not absorb well. The magnesium may not absorb well. The calcium may compete. The stomach becomes irritated. And now the person thinks aging is the problem, when the real issue is timing. If you have ever said, "I take so many supplements and I do not feel any difference," this may be why. The third mistake is taking magnesium without asking whether you actually need more magnesium or whether your symptoms are coming from something else entirely. This is important because not every cramp means magnesium deficiency. Not every fluttering sensation means low magnesium. Not every sleep problem is fixed by a supplement. Sometimes the real problem is dehydration. Sometimes it is low protein intake. Sometimes it is poor circulation. Sometimes it is vitamin D deficiency, low B12, medication side effects, uncontrolled blood sugar, or nerve compression in the back. And this matters because when seniors self-treat the wrong problem, they delay the right solution. A person with burning feet from nerve damage may keep taking more magnesium and ignore B12 deficiency. A person with weak legs from low protein and muscle loss may keep taking tablets instead of fixing breakfast and resistance exercise. A person with severe constipation from medication side effects may blame magnesium for not working, when the dose or form is simply not matched to the problem. So the goal is not to fear magnesium. The goal is to use it intelligently. Now let us talk about the fourth mistake, because this is where many people over 60 accidentally create new symptoms. They assume that if a little helps, more must be better. That is not true. Too much magnesium, especially from supplements, can cause diarrhea, nausea, low blood pressure, drowsiness, confusion, and in more serious cases, dangerous changes in heart rhythm. This risk rises when kidney function is reduced, and many seniors do not realize their kidneys are not filtering as efficiently as they once did. That means a dose that seems harmless on a label may not be harmless for every older adult, especially if that person has chronic kidney disease, diabetes-related kidney changes, heart disease, or takes multiple medications. This is why blindly copying someone else's magnesium dose from a video comment section is such a mistake. If you have kidney issues, or even if you are not sure about your kidney function, magnesium is something to discuss with your doctor or pharmacist before you add it daily. Because after 60, one of the most dangerous habits is treating supplements as if they are automatically gentle just because they are sold without a prescription. Here is the fifth mistake, and it is one of the most common reasons magnesium disappoints seniors. They take it inconsistently. One night they take it after dinner. The next day they skip it. Then they take it on an empty stomach before lunch. Then they stop for 3 days. Then they double the dose because they got cramps again. That kind of irregular routine makes it hard to judge whether it is helping or hurting. Supplements are not magic. They work best when the form, dose, timing, and goal are clear. If your reason for taking magnesium is sleep support, bedtime may make more sense than morning. If the reason is constipation, the form and schedule may be different. If the reason is muscle support, hydration and protein still matter. Magnesium cannot rescue a body that is underfed, dehydrated, inflamed, sedentary, and sleeping poorly. And that brings us to a very important truth most people do not want to hear. Magnesium is a helper, not a savior. It supports a good routine. It does not replace one. Now, let me show you the warning signs that suggest you may be taking magnesium the wrong way. If you take magnesium and feel worse, stomach upset, urgent bowel movements, or weakness the next morning, the form or dose may be wrong. If you take magnesium for sleep but feel no improvement after a fair trial, you may be using the wrong form, taking it too late, combining it with caffeine, or expecting it to override poor sleep habits. If you take it for leg cramps but still wake up with tight calves, ask whether you are dehydrated, low in protein, sitting too long, or dealing with circulation or nerve problems. If you take it with a pile of other pills and never feel a benefit, Absorption timing may be the real issue. If you have kidney disease, low blood pressure, or you start feeling more dizzy, more tired, or unusually weak after using magnesium, do not ignore that. Those are not signs to panic, but they are signs to pause and take a smarter approach. So what is the better way? Number 1, match the form to the purpose. If constipation is the main problem, magnesium citrate may be more useful than glycinate, though it can be more likely to loosen the bowels. If relaxation or sleep is the goal, magnesium glycinate is often better tolerated by many people. If you bought magnesium oxide because it was cheap, understand that it may not be the best choice if your goal is absorption and gentle support. Number 2, respect timing. Do not take magnesium right alongside medications that need their own absorption window unless your pharmacist says it is fine. Separate it when needed. This one habit alone can change everything. Number 3, start low. Many seniors do better when they begin with a lower dose and see how the body responds. That gives the stomach, bowels, and blood pressure time to show you whether the routine is working. Jumping to a high dose on day 1 is not smart. It is reckless. Number 4, take it consistently for the right reason. Do not judge magnesium by one random night. If your purpose is sleep support, evaluate it over time, while also cutting late caffeine, dimming lights, and creating a calmer bedtime routine. Number 5, support magnesium with the basics your body still needs: water, protein, movement, balanced meals, sunlight when possible, good bowel habits. If your muscles are undernourished and you sit all day, magnesium alone will not restore strength. This is where many seniors finally see the breakthrough, not because they found a miracle supplement, but because they stopped expecting one pill to do the work of an entire lifestyle. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine a 72-year-old woman who takes magnesium oxide after breakfast with calcium, iron, coffee, and all her medications. She complains that it never helped her sleep. Her legs still ache at night, and her bowel habits are unpredictable. Now imagine she changes 4 things. She reviews the routine with her pharmacist. She switches to a more appropriate form for her goal. She separates magnesium from conflicting pills. She drinks more water and eats a protein-rich breakfast instead of toast and jam. 2 or 3 weeks later, she may finally feel the difference she thought magnesium could never give her. Not because magnesium suddenly became powerful, but because she stopped taking it the wrong way. Now, there's another mistake that few people talk about. Some seniors take magnesium only because social media made them afraid they are deficient. That fear-driven supplement habit is growing fast. Every symptom becomes magnesium deficiency. Twitching eye? Magnesium. Bad sleep? Magnesium. Constipation? Magnesium. Anxiety? Magnesium. Fatigue? Magnesium. But real health is more nuanced than that. Sometimes the answer is yes, magnesium may help, but sometimes the body is asking for more than that. It may be asking for blood sugar control. It may be asking for medication review. It may be asking for more walking, more leg strengthening, more hydration, or better kidney monitoring. A supplement should be chosen because it fits your body, not because it matches a trend. And if you have diabetes, heart rhythm issues, chronic diarrhea, kidney disease, or you take several prescriptions, that becomes even more important. Your body is not a copy of somebody else's body. Your routine should not be either. Now let us talk about magnesium and sleep, because this is one of the biggest reasons seniors use it. Many people believe magnesium is a sleeping pill. It is not. It may help relaxation, nerve function, and muscle comfort in some people, but it will not fix late-night screen time, evening caffeine, poor pain control, sleep apnea, nighttime blood sugar swings, or getting up 3 times to urinate because fluids were loaded too late in the evening. So, if you take magnesium at bedtime and still cannot sleep, ask better questions. Are you having caffeine after lunch? Are you eating sugary desserts late at night? Are you drinking alcohol and expecting magnesium to cancel the disruption? Are you staying inactive all day and then wondering why your body does not feel naturally ready for sleep? These questions matter. The same is true for cramps. A senior who spends hours seated, drinks very little water, eats too little protein, and rarely stretches may keep blaming magnesium when the muscles are crying out for circulation and movement. Even 5 to 10 minutes of light walking, calf raises, or ankle pumps during the day can help more than another tablet swallowed at random. This is why the best magnesium routine is always part of a bigger plan. Here is a safer, practical routine many seniors can discuss with their healthcare provider. First, ask why you are taking magnesium. Be specific. Is it for constipation, sleep, cramps, or general support? Second, check whether the form matches that goal. Third, review your medication list for timing conflicts. Fourth, start with the lowest sensible dose and monitor bowels, sleep, dizziness, and energy. Fifth, do not ignore red flags like severe diarrhea, worsening weakness, very low blood pressure symptoms, or new confusion. Sixth, support the routine with hydration, movement, and enough protein, especially at breakfast and lunch. And if you really want to know whether magnesium is part of your problem or part of your solution, keep a simple 7-day notebook. Write down when you take it, the form, the dose, whether it was with food, what other pills were taken nearby, how your sleep was, whether you had cramps, and what your bowels were like the next day. You would be amazed how often that tiny habit reveals the pattern. Maybe you will notice you only feel weak on the days you take too much. Maybe you will see that the stomach problems started after switching brands. Maybe you will discover that bedtime magnesium works only when dinner is lighter and caffeine is cut earlier. That is how smart seniors take back control, not by guessing, by observing. There is also one more truth every older adult needs to hear. Food still matters. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, beans, leafy greens, yogurt, and whole grains can all contribute magnesium naturally. That does not mean everyone can meet every need through diet alone, especially with poor appetite, digestive issues, or certain medications. But it does mean supplements should not become an excuse to ignore nutrition. A body over 60 needs more support, not less. It needs minerals, yes, but also muscle-preserving protein, steady blood sugar, adequate fluids, and regular movement. When those foundations are weak, no supplement gets to play hero for long. So, if you have been taking magnesium and wondering why it is not helping, here is the real takeaway. The mistake is usually not that you tried magnesium. The mistake is taking it without strategy. Wrong form, wrong timing, wrong dose, wrong expectations, wrong combination, wrong reason. The good news is that those mistakes can be fixed. You do not need fear. You need a smarter routine. You need to know what you are taking, why you are taking it, when to take it, what not to mix it with, and when your symptoms may be signaling a completely different problem. If you are over 60, that knowledge can protect more than your sleep. It can protect your strength, your balance, your digestion, your energy, and your confidence. Because the truth is, many seniors are not failing magnesium. They are simply using it in a way that was never going to help in the first place. So before you buy another bottle, before you double your dose, and before you assume your body is just getting old, stop and ask the smarter question. Am I taking magnesium the right way for my body, my medications, my kidneys, and my real goal? That question alone can save you weeks of frustration and help you avoid a mistake that quietly steals the benefit you were hoping for. And if you know another senior who takes magnesium every day for sleep, cramps, constipation, or heart support, share this with them. Because one small supplement mistake after 60 can lead to bigger problems than most people realize. But one smart correction can make a noticeable difference in how you feel, how you move, and how you sleep. Take care of your body. Review your routine. Use supplements with wisdom, not guesswork. And remember, after 60, the safest health habits are not the loudest ones. They are the ones that are thoughtful, consistent, and built around what your body truly needs.